खड्गं चक्रगदेषु चापपरिघान् शूलं भूसुण्डिं शिरः शङ्खं सन्ददधिं पुरैस्त्रिनयनां सर्वाङ्गभूषावृतां यामस्तौ स्वपिते हरौ कमलजो हन्तुं मधुं कैडभं नीलाश्मद्युतिमास्य पाददशकां सेवे महाकालिकाम् सद्यश्चिन्नशिर कृपाणमभयं हस्तैर्वरं बिभ्रतिं घोरास्यां शिरसां स्रजा सुरुचिरामुन्मुक्तकेशावलिम् सृक्यासृक्प्रवहां श्मशाननिलयां श्रुत्योशवालं कृतिं श्यामाङ्गीं कृतमेखलां शवकरैर्देवीं भजे कालिकाम् रक्ताङ्गीं रक्तवस्त्रां करिवरविलसत्कुण्डलां चण्डदंष्ट्रां कण्डोद्यन्मुण्डमालां परिसरविलसद्भूतपैशाचवृन्दां घोरां घोराट्टहासां करकलितकपालासि रौद्रां त्रिनेत्रां शत्रूणां प्राणहन्त्रीं शिशुशशिमकुडां भावयेद्भद्रकाळीम् काळीं मेघसमप्रभां त्रिनयनां वेतालकण्ठस्थितां खड्गं खेडकपालधारिकशिरः कृत्वा कराग्रेषु च.
Okay, we stop there. So if you listen very carefully, she just said Kabbalah or Cabal. That's the 1008 names of Kali. This is by P. Sri Lata, Sri Badrakali. All about love, microphone check 1, 2. What up, Look Within? Eewit, eewit. What up, Greg? Eewit, Russia, eewit, and Reina. Look Within should see this first. So Look Within today, something really happened. Something amazing happened at work. And then when I came home, of course, because the moon is like powerful and I solar gaze like crazy. And I said, when I go home tonight, I know the light's gonna hit real solid. And it's for animals, rape victims, kidnapped children, murdered animals for protein, ignorant people that just can't get it, someone who's too woke and they're rude and they have no social skills, right? Someone only looking for problems. A lot of you know people like that. Only a problem, which means that there's more going on than being woke. What up, Jazzy Her? And your man is here. So today at work, an unusual thing happened. Now, I don't normally see this number twice in a row, honey. So this is the number of Om. Hi, it's pork for breakfast, honey. This poor animal. God bless this animal. I work at the store. God bless this animal. Do you know what your loins are? The loins on a human body. Do you know where it is? It's your crotch. Loin is lion, Lion. Leave them alone. Poor animal, 786, the number of Om and Allah. And also, right beside it, honey, for chicken. God bless the chicken, honey. Are you kidding me? 786 again for a chicken. Wow, I'm going to do an incredible build on animals, the Quran and Hinduism and the Bible and religion, and how everyone is contradicting themselves and not really walking the path with animals specifically. I'll debunk all your religions in terms of how you're treating the animal in your religion. Okay, and then I saw this number here. This number is a very sacred, again, a pork loin, honey. 1853 is the area size of Kurukshetra, India. Okay? The Mahabharata story and Krishna and all that stuff. Wow. Those are my numbers in numerology as well. But let's just slow it down and be clear with what's going on here, because I'm not here for games. I'm not here for you to like me necessarily. Hi. Okay, a lot of you are dying because you don't know stuff like this. You're ignorant and you're missing something because you are not aware of how unique numbers are and light and you. You do not know how to do this. You know how to manifest what? Gossip? Not my chat room. You know how to manifest a theory? Pepperoni pizza? A video game? Some pornography maybe? An opinion? You manifest what? A car? Your dog? Whoop! It comes here for you. Your cat. That's it? Wow, you're limited. Most of you. But I love you. And we forgive you. There's a car. And so then, of course, you know, this is the original painting from Look Within with the car. Okay? Wow. And of course, you know darn well I saw that car again today, right after the store. Okay? So there's something divine happening here. Okay, this is not a game. And then Look Within and Jazzy Her also made me a new one. Hi. I don't have to go anywhere. Isn't that incredible? All I did was I walked to work, went to work, came home, and I'm doing more with Hinduism, Islam, being an enlightened light worker, mystic than anyone out here. And I don't have any ego. And I have chronic pain and I can't even walk. I mean, come on, guys. Let's be clear with what this number means again for those who are new to the flow before I let it go. This is for the dead animals that you eat. That's your meal. You called it your burger? Compassion. Your fried chicken? Compassion. Your number 2, your number 3, with a side of what? Buffalo wings? It's yours. No, it was someone else's child that was kidnapped. Compassion, I used to eat it. I work there still. However, it was kidnapped. Grass-fed, still kidnapped. I don't care if it was raised with this and that. It's someone's child and you're eating it now. It's not yours. So you're already confused. And you're probably a Christian or a Muslim getting a meal. I see them. I see every religion come into my store. East Indian. I see Arabic people with the whole, you know, and they're all huge, overweight, eating every part of the animal, but Allah, right? I see East Indians coming up in there, overweight, eating horrible food, drinking Coke and Pepsi. I see Muslims, Coke and Pepsi. Catholics and Christians, Coke and Pepsi. Would Allah want you to drink Coke and Pepsi, which is not healthy for you? And then you're eating some steak and some fried chicken. You're a Muslim, you're East Indian, Hindu, you're a Catholic, you're a Christian. What does it say about animals in the Bible? Jesus was a shepherd. Did he fry chicken and make Coke for you and say it was okay? Don't think so, honey. You have nowhere to go. So you're probably in a religion, or you could be Buddhist. I don't care. You Buddhist? What you eating? I've seen Buddhists who eat pig still, drink whiskey, and eat hardcore meat. I've seen it, yes. Ahimsa is in Buddhism and also in Hinduism. It means nonviolence, and you all know that, but you still do your little thing because you're arrogant. Because it's not your body being kidnapped and murdered for protein. So it's convenient for you to eat something that is not yours. And if you are a part of a religion and you are eating something that is not yours, and it's an animal, you are not a Christian, you are not a Muslim, you are not a Catholic or a Protestant or a Jew even. I've seen Jews coming up in the store. Oh yeah, big, eating all kinds of parts of the animal, kosher or halal. Blessing the animal before you murder it. What does it say in the Quran about animals? None of you read your Quran. You go to the temple, you cover up the body. That's supposed to convince me your man's got a little kufi, a yarmulke. What? You got some chakra tattoos? These poor animals getting their loins chopped up for you. What up, Me Too 3? Getting their loin, their crotch. It's their crotch. For God's sake. Can you imagine how painful that must be? Okay, now you know 786. It is literally Om. So God bless those animals. Even in death, they forgive you and said Om before you ate them, the poor things. Okay? And it is also this. Please try in the chat room today to not have any issues, because we already have enough issues with why am I even doing this video right now? We don't have time to have arguments. So let's just try our best, even for me, to just let it go, honey. For real. Life is too short. Okay, and we know that 786 is the number of Allah. Okay? Which many of you Muslims don't know or acknowledge. Okay? So Islam and Hinduism, I'm going after right now again. Okay? This is a huge deal. Now, 1853, that number you saw? Wow. Your Freemasons can't even see what I'm seeing with numbers. Hi, Freemasons, the secret people that are running YouTube with the guidelines, watching us all naked. Have fun. Okay. Now, when you look up Kurukshetra and the Mahabharata and all that stuff with Krishna and blah, 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 the area size is that the loin of that poor pig, 1853, and then you find your Mahabharata there, okay? There's your area size, a dead animal that I found today that was murdered, and then it relates to Krishna and Mahabharata, this place here, okay? It relates directly to the area size of this part of India, where Krishna is a cowherd and is a rock star, 1853. Now, you know my name, JHE, in Pythagoras is 185. What up, Lucas? And my name in Chaldean is 155. The prime numbers are 531. So 185, 18, I don't know what the number, I'm so loopy right now, I'm tired. 1853, pardon me, is a combination of my name in Chaldean and Pythagoras. So you think someone wants me to talk for the dead animals that a lot of you think is okay to eat, and you're in a religion, and you're going to go to your temple right after you just had some fried chicken and some fried loin of a pig, when you have pigment, pygmalion, and you have a hamstring that I can't eat for breakfast, the hamstring, right? It's a good point. So the pig has the same DNA as you. We know this. Close, very close to being a human. A lot of you still love your bacon. Now you know why. It tastes so good. You understand me? Because you're eating a symbol of yourself. So now, thank you, Lucas. I appreciate you too. Greg, He who slew an ox is as if he slew a man. Jose 6:6. Beautiful. Priest doesn't read that out at church. They don't. Let's first of all go to what Allah says about animals. Because a lot of you Muslims are confused. You're selling halal meat. The verse, and the earth he has assigned it to all living creatures, Quran 5:5-10. That's 155, my number, JHE in Chaldean, the mirror number. Shows how all living things, including plants, animals, and other things, are equal. Okay, here we go. So Muslims who eat meat, you're a shill. You are not a Muslim. I don't know what you are. Sorry. So your Allah is telling you that they're equal. So if you eat them, honey, if you're eating the creature, if you're eating animals, you are not understanding Allah. They're equal to you, which means you do not have the right to kill them. Do you understand me? This is in your own book. So what is halal? What is blessing the animal? Who taught you that? Was that added to your Quran? Now we know that the Vatican invented Islam. If you really want to get into it, yeah. They did a little dance on you guys, okay? And they studied your ancient India because it's all about Shiva. Allah and Shiva are one and the same. If you want to get into it, the same thing. Now, let's go to Hinduism and let's see what it says about animals. I'm not going to read your comments too much tonight because I got to focus. Hinduism teaches that a part of God resides in all living things, which forms the Atman. As such, reverence and respect for animals is taught. I mean, we know this. We should know this. I mean, a lot of you in India, you call yourselves vegetarians in India. Okay? Take your time and read this shit. Because, I mean, a lot of you going out there doing yoga, eating a cheeseburger, and I'm like, okay. So now when we go to India, so we know that Krishna was a cowherd. And you, Jesus, a shepherd. Allah is telling you that your animals are created equal to you humans who make it halal. Okay. Watch this in India. Should all moon gaze tonight. The moon is perfect tonight. If you have a clear sky, you should moon gaze. Woo! I got a lot of power today. Yes, I did. Number of animals sacrificed in India after just reading what I just showed you, that they're supposed to be respected. Now, they will tell you in India, oh, but this is a part of the culture. Is that respecting an animal to kill it? How about I go in your house and your whole family? And the same thing applies to them to be sacrificed, because we used to do that too, right? Or we stopped doing humans, but now the animals still get it. And you have some nerve having a Vishnu statue, Durga, Kali, Shiva, Brahma. They all love animals. They all have a cow. There's a Brahma bull. There's a Brahma chicken. Sacrifice how? An animal. For who? Who told you that? Arrogance. You like to kill. Well, here's the Guardian. I mean, here you go. In Nepal, these numbers. I mean, wow, the Guardian. My God. Okay. Look at these numbers. Pretty big numbers. These animals have to get sacrificed for some reason in your Hinduism. So is that respecting the animal? They'll tell you yes, because we gave it a blessing. Okay, so it's like this. There's an innocent young lady, and she's wearing sexy clothes. You can see everything, right? Okay? So technically, what you're telling me is, because she's wearing sexy clothes and she's showing everything, you walk up to her, that it's your right. You even say, hey girl, I love you, you look great. And then you just jump on her and then you sexually abuse her. Is that okay? Because your intention was to be loving. You said, I love you. See where I'm going here? But she was showing everything. So in your mind, it was okay to do that, right? Where are we? No. The same should apply for an animal. I mean, how would you feel if someone randomly walked up to you and punched you in your face, but they were really loving and godly and balanced and they were all blissed out? They just punched you in the face and broke your jaw. How would you feel about that? And their explanation would be, oh, I meant it was Allah's will. I just blessed you. They don't know what they're doing. Okay, now let's go to Christianity to see. We all know. What does the Bible say about how animals should be treated? Proverbs 12:10. The righteous care for the needs of their animals, but the kindest acts of the wicked are cruel. There's tons of them, guys. Okay? So now here you go here. So I mean, someone wants me to reteach your religions because you're skipping past the most important part. Everybody, and I mean everybody, almost I would say 90% of people who go to church, go to temple, if you're Jew, I don't care, Jehovah too. What are you eating before you get there? All of them. Eggs, bacon, ham, guarantee you. Sausages, you bless it. Remember they said bless the food? It's a trick to give you more bad karma. You cannot bless a dead energy if you are not grounded like an Agori from India. Those people actually eat dead human parts, but not for what you think. It's for rituals, honey. I wouldn't recommend that, but they're grounded in some Shiva death stuff for life. Okay? Then a Gori could do that. They prey on dead bodies. They do yoga and stuff around death all day. You don't. They told you to bless the food. Our Father who art in heaven, you know, that before you eat the dead animal. So it makes it okay now. Let me get it straight. So now I'm saying a prayer in which the prayer is telling me that animals are righteous and to hurt them is cruel, but then I'm eating turkey, chicken, pork, and I'm using the prayer from the Bible, Proverbs 12:10, that says to respect animals, and then I'm going to eat animals. This is why the mind control today is almost impossible to undo. It's more painful than scar tissue in my hip with an impingement. Way more painful, ignorance. It's hard to undo it. Bitterness, real hard to undo bitterness. You want to know why? Because you've been doing rituals like this. You've been dicting yourself your whole life. And now you just want to be right. My God, my God. There is no God. And the atheists, they can just do whatever they want to do. Until they find out that their lover is having an affair. Oh my God! Then you say God, once you find out your lover is cheating on you. Maybe you found out you got cancer. You lost your job. Your child was kidnapped. Oh my God! They'll say it real fast. You'll see them. Interesting, right? Terms like OMG, Om and G. Guys, O is 6, M is 4, G is 7, honey. Battleship, they sank your battleship. OMG, an emoji, the emo kids. Nemo, finding Nemo. It's the same word, guys. Chemo, I'm a genius because I'm not from here. Emo, emotion, emoji. Where are you going to go, honey? Om is in there, honey. 786. Animals taught me this today. Animals are more Hindu and Muslim than you humans are, even in death. You hear what I'm saying to you? I showed you those numbers. Even in death, they're far more Hindu and Christian and Muslim and Jewish than most of you. And I have love for you. I forgive you all. But we have to put a foot in your assumptions. Now, what will you tell me? What excuse will you give me now? Your God is telling you it's okay and blah, blah, blah. No, your God is not telling you it's okay. Who is remixing your music? Who is your producer? Bring him here, please, or her. Who's your ghostwriter? Arab, Jew, Christian, Buddhist, Catholic, Hindu. Who's your ghostwriter? Who remixed your story? That now it's okay for you to sacrifice, bless it, kill it, in the name of the Torah, of Abraham. This is why the truth movement is a lie, because they're all still eating animals. And you can't tell them anything. You can't. I've tried to. They get defensive. They make fun of you. Arrogance. Why? Because they've been doing prayers, blessing their food with the same damn religion that told you you should not kill the animal. They're sacred. So you're a shill by eating blessed food of a dead animal. Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you? Protein people. Today at my store, I got a chance to see the Wahlburgers. Not the family. They have a burger chain. I got a chance to actually see their Southie Boston-made burgers. Yep. So where I work, the Wahlburgers, God bless them, I'm from Boston too, they have a burger chain. Wahlburger. Bilderburger, it's clever, right? So I saw it, nice and thick, big square chunks, cheese dripping on it. I thought to myself, man, when I was younger, I would have tore that up. I would have been so happy. I would have been in bliss. And then I would have had hemorrhoids. Every time I ate that kind of food, every time, I don't care where it was, fried stuff, I had hemorrhoids. I'd be bleeding and wiping my butt. And my mom would say, oh, your dad has that too. It's okay. No, it is not normal. I stopped eating animals, no more hemorrhoids. Or hemorrhaging? Hemisphere? What's a hemi? A car? Hemp? Nothing going on there. Okay, so I watched this burger from a celebrity family. See where I'm going here? Your celebrities are celestial. They are sky people. It means the sky, the word. I told you. So now, do the math. The Wahlburgers, they're gods. They have a religion of beef. You went to church. After church, you're going to get a Wahlburger, a wallflower, a Wall Street, a wall. You don't care. It's your protein. But nowhere in the Bible does it say to fry up some chicken, double bacon burgers with mashed potatoes and Coke and Budweiser. It doesn't say anywhere in the Torah or the Quran. I don't believe so. Otherwise, your Allah would be a shill. And not very motivating for you to even be a terrorist or to blow up someone else's statue, because Allah, you can't show any Allah images. So if you show your God, I'm going to blow up your temple. Happens in India, in Asia. Muslims will do this. Not all of them. They will blow up your Buddha. They will blow up your Vishnu, your Shakti. They will destroy and they will rob your grave and take the bodies and throw them somewhere else out of spite for your way of being religious. Wow. This is why a lot of you are still bitter and have anxiety. The meat eating. If you eat fish, please stop. If you ever watched a fish pulled out of water and see its last moment, honey. My God. You big, talented human, you fisherman or woman, you with your reels and your movie reels, keeping it real, right? Boom. So easy for you. That poor little thing, the little worm. That poor worm that you used. The worm had a right to be a worm. When you were a kid, you used to chop worms in half like me, remember? And watch them still live. There is no death. Aha! Leave the worm alone and don't do that anymore, though. How would you feel if I cut your arm in half to see if your hand would still move? And it will. Your brain can keep pumping after you die for about 10 minutes or 10 seconds. In some cases, 30 seconds. It's 30. Your brain keeps going after you die. Did you know that? Is that paranormal? So then what is death? What are your last moments? What's it like for an animal? Their last moments, I wonder. You wouldn't know because you're too busy in the restaurant getting it put on a plate and dressed up for you. Like you put on your makeup to cover up your acne, to cover up your insecurity, cover up the things you don't like so your husband can get it up and bone you. So you put the makeup on and you cover yourself up like your food did in order for you to taste good when they go downtown on you, honey. Wow. Yeah. You men too, cologne getting ripped so she'll go down on you. Like your food getting ripped, got cologne on it, decorated. It's got a cherry there and some frosting and 5 stars. And decorations on it. It's murder. Okay? So, this video is dedicated to legal murder. How to Get Away with Murder is a TV show, is it not? The board game Clue, C-L-U-E, Clue. Lou is in there. The loo, the bathroom, it means light. Better wake up. Clue. What was that about? Figuring out who killed the butler, who killed so-and-so. What? Why? Whoa, what a weird game that was. I played that game. Remember the movie? What's going on? Why are you playing Hangman? Hangman? Remember those? This is all about death and legal death. Remember Hangman? You just spell a letter. If you don't spell it right, they hang you. I'm like, if I'm a Native American or an African slave, or a black person who was hung, if I was the ghost of that era, seeing you play Hangman, I would scream and haunt you for the rest of your life. How many of you know someone who hung themselves? Suicide. Hangman? Remember that game? The spelling game. What? This is why you're not really woke. You have a lot of work to do, honey. You have a lot of work to do. A lot of bitterness and resentment and aggression to get. The aggression is all the blood from the animal that you ate and drank. If you have not enema flushed, my chat room as well. You need to enema flush before you do anything else in your life. You need to get that out of your system, honey. Before you talk about how smart you are, you build up on words and you're so, I don't care anymore. You need to enema. You need to get it out. Every day, flush. Yes. Why every day? Because every day you're going to try to find someone to debunk or some new information to be more woke, but you're still full of animal death and murder and anxiety. And you want me to only think about maybe someone, a human that's involved with you. Not my chat room, the masses. How about the animals that you were eating? All of them and me that were dead. You never thought about that, right? And now all of a sudden, here you are. You're an enlightened person now, but you got issues. You're bitter. Sexually, you're a little bit off. Probably have addictions like me, all kinds of stuff, right? You're still stuck, which means you have work to do. And you have to enema. You have to go up your colon, man. Do you understand? Yes, DEAT. Eat. H. Death has eat. Your diet has die. Anna. Dye, honey. Dye your hair. What kinds of color? What's in the dye? You're dyeing your hair. None of them, they all want to be cool. None of them think about what is in the dye. I love them. I'm like, wow, it's that hair. Somewhere there's a peacock saying, nice try. Right? A toucan, nice try, honey. But I got it naturally. A caterpillar, nice try. A rainbow, nice try, sweetheart. What is in your dye products? Speaking of death and diet, so of course you should know this. It's true that the overwhelming majority of hair dyes still contain animal ingredients or were tested on animals. But you won't have any trouble finding a vegan brand, but we stop there, honey. So, are you kidding me? So, you have a diet, D-I-E-T. Death has eat. Thank you, Greg. And your hair dye. But there's way more than this. I'm just taking it real slow, honey. Now, let me look at the flu. The flu vaccine. What's in the flu vaccine? I'm going to repeat a lot of stuff from my animals because God said, Jay, today, just break it down and then show how we're sacred and speak with the animal that can't speak for itself, that has been murdered and thrown in the damn container. And then you say hallelujah or Allahu Akbar or Hare Krishna or Shalom, and it's okay to eat it now. Interesting name for a look at this name. Okay, for a vaccine. Now look, this is the national health people. But look, they say abortus. Abortion is in there, honey. You better wake up, women, you fake ass feminists. What is an abortus vaccine? This is about the flu and influenza. What is an abortus vaccine, honey? What are they doing to you for your flu? What? What? So that's interesting. They're using these terms, abort. Nothing going on there. Hallelujah, right? Amen. Hare Krishna. Salam alaikum. Salami in your lakem? You put some salami in your lakem? In the lake? The lake of who? Lando likes butter? Don't eat it. It's heavy metals. Wake up and stop choking your salami, lakem. I'll find it. Give me a second. Give me a second here. Because they're playing, they always change. When you want to look it up, they make it hard for you to find it like you used to. Because they know you're waking up. Well, I know that they use cow uterus for flu vaccines. I just want to show it, but they always change these things. And I don't have time. I'm too tired right now. And most of you don't care anyways because you're arrogant, which is okay. Not my chat room. Well, this is pretty cool. Look at medical news today. Well, we'll just jump ship. Look what they put in your vaccines. So here you go. Formaldehyde and aluminum and chicken egg protein and gelatin. Ding, ding, ding. There we go. There we go, honey. What do you think that is, honey? I mean, you already know that, but do you understand what you're doing? A ritual of death. You do not know what you are doing. Aluminum is Allahu Akbar. And Illuminati, honey, is aluminum, is your ilium bone. Ilium in your hip. ILIUM, to illuminate. But you can't see the light. Forgive them. Because you're dimming some. You're dimming some of your light with your Chinese food. Hi. She, share she. I speak it. Why is there gelatin in your flu shot, honey? And formaldehyde, dumbass. What is that doing there? Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Form? Do you drink baby formula? What's in your baby formula? Do you know what's in it? That's poison, honey. That's poison. And there's way more going on than that. But the CDC, though, the CDC likes to tap dance, though. Wow. Can you believe this? Gelatin is crumbled up animal bones. It'd be like I cremate you, right? I cremate you and get your bones. Imagine this. This is your grandmother. Or maybe it's your mother. Maybe it's your son or your daughter. You cremate it. Imagine this. Get the ashes and some bones. I'll put it in a bag. Imagine this. Crumble it up. And I make gelatin out of you, your family, and then I put it in your flu vaccine. How would you feel? How would you feel about that? Now, great question. And how do you know they're not using aborted fetuses or dead people who go before their time, that their bones as gelatin, not only animals? Can you guarantee that they're using animals for gelatin? Because human bones can also be used. Did you know that? For your gummies and your Coke and Pepsi. Where does all that aborted baby fetus go? All that death at the morgue when they're cremated? Does it go into this compost into the earth? Or does it maybe go into your, I don't know, hi YouTube guidelines? I'm just theorizing. My point is this. You need to enema like there's no tomorrow. Don't worry about what anyone else is thinking, what they did, what they said. You still have problems. You have issues in your intestines. And it's time to start now to get up your ass. Don't worry about the truth. Get up your butt is the truth. Your pup is a vegetarian? That is wonderful. No audio. Hold on, wait a minute. He's not. He loves chicken necks. Oh. Greg, enema plus juice fasting. Yes. Bovine. There it is. Thank you. Well, look within. Bovine fetal. I love my team. There we go. Bovine fetal serum. Let's look that up right now. Thank you. Look within. Notice that when you type in the uterus of a cow, it doesn't really come up to find it. But when you type in this one, you can find the uterus of a cow in your vaccines. There it is. Guide to fetal bovine serum in vaccine production. Say no more. Thermo Fisher Scientific. Shame, shame, shame on these bastards, what they're doing to female cows. That's the uterus, honey, of a cow, honey. Did you understand? What is a fetal position, honey? Fetal. Do you know what this is? My God, man. I could not imagine. Fetal bovine serum, FBS, like CBS or ABC, nothing going on there. FOX, CNN, FBS, FBI people, the CIA. Yeah, you're in trouble. Enema right now. Enema while watching me. It feels good. FBS is the most widely used growth supplement added in vitro cell cultures. It has been in use for over 50 years. Bastards. Outperforming both synthetic and natural growth supplements, FBS is employed across a variety of research and industrial applications, including vaccine production. And you Christians, if you're a Christian and you've been vaccinated, you aren't a Christian. I'm sorry. You're not walking the path of Jesus. If you're a Hindu and you also got that, you aren't a Hindu anymore. They've taken that away from you. Yes, they have. If you're a Muslim and you got that, you ain't Muslim no more. If you're a Jew and you got that, you see my point? God would not want you to do that. I think you know that. But somehow science got in the way, and science is now God for you. Science could tell you, go and kill your wife. Just go kill her. Kill your wife and eat her eyeballs. You would do it if Neil deGrasse Tyson told you to do it, wouldn't you? If NASA told you and explained it, like if NASA intellectualized murder for you to kill someone you love, you would do it. Not my chat room. You would do it. Of course you would. Oh, well, Taylor Swift made it sound so cute to chop off your ear and then cut off your testicle. She told me to do it. You would do it because you're dumb. And I love you. Forgive them. My God. Now, what is FBS? Okay. Fetal bovine serum is derived from the blood drawn from a bovine fetus. I mean, you know this, right? I mean, guys, wow. Imagine the mother of your child. This is disgusting. This is 2024, and we're still being medieval bastard torturing evil bastards. If Neil deGrasse Tyson intellectualized, or NASA, or someone who likes Einstein, they intellectualized your woman's uterus to be used for a vaccine and had to murder her and rip it out, you would do it. You would do it. Oh, great. This is for science. I might not have a partner anymore, a mother to my kids, but science told me. And I got a check. You would do it. Of course you would do it. If Kanye West told you to do it, you'd do it. Kevin Hart, who's your popular little idiot out here today? Joe Biden? Wow. What up? Capello. Look within. What does he say? Why's that got to be in there? That's my question. Good question. I know. Why does it have to be aborted babies? Couldn't you just do a biopsy on a living baby or any person? Photo grown the cultures? Sure. Of course. This guy is 3 puffs away from thinking he's Jesus. Do not recommend this channel. Hi, Capello. We forgive you for your smart comments. You're welcome here. Capello, you do real magic? I'm about to show you something, Capello, because you're already talking smart out of your mouth. But I'm not going to attack you, Capelio. You ever heard of the ballet called Coppelia? Do you know what your name means, by the way? To copulate? It means to have sex. So I'm going to play a video for you again. And no one in here, I don't think anyone in here said that I think that I'm Jesus. So I don't know who this character over here is. He doesn't listen very well. He's saying that I think that I'm Jesus because I'm debunking Christianity in terms of you cannot be a Christian and eat meat because your Jesus was a freaking shepherd. So I'm debunking. Yeah. Does that make me a Christ? More than you do if you eat fried chicken. Suck it. Take it like a man. What does that even mean? A woman? What up, C. Montagna? La Forza del Destino. La Forza del Destino Torino. Bellissimo. Cerebellissimo is the brain. Torino. Toro. Taurus, Italy. Italia. Allah. Ital. Idal. Idolatry. Italian. Battalion. Stallion. Italiano. Anno. Anno. Anno Domine. Anno Domine? Dominos? Ibit, ibit. You don't know who you are. You ain't no damn foreign language. You ain't a foreigner. For inner. Are you for inner? For. The Holy Ghost went over my head. I dedicate that to once again animals that get kidnapped for protein and eaten for food. Where if it was someone's child. Wait, let me rewind. Hold on. Let me rewind this moment for you. Animals. Down here, it's raining immortality. I dedicate that to once again animals that get kidnapped for protein and eaten for food. Where if it was someone's child who was a human, you'd call the police if they were kidnapped and turned into food. I dedicate that to also missing children, rape victims, sexually abused children, mental health issues, high blood pressure, the #1 killer today. Okay? I'm not going to read your comments because of all the rude ones. And that's totally cool. Rudra relates to Shiva. That's why you're rude, the god of death in India. But those comments that are loving and supporting, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Did you see it? Did you see that? It was like a UFO. It was so thick. It was like a milky angel. I gave birth to another Brahma. Did you understand me? Do I do magic? Who is this Capellio up in here? Do I do magic? You better do your homework and be in shape before you come up in here, man. We don't do truth here. We do miracles here. We save lives here for anyone who's new to me and thinks it's cute. Be careful with me, man. I will send that light to your house to kiss you or maybe slap you in the ass for eating meat. That's why you're rude, the god of death in India. But those comments that are loving and supporting, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. So when I mentioned loving and supporting, and I said, right, and I mentioned death, I mentioned Shiva, I'm noticing a pattern. So I do several videos and sometimes nothing happens. So that was the first take. I got lucky. You understand me? But I'll do videos where it takes me several things to say for them to appear. Sometimes I say nothing and they go, Montaña parlo español. Russia is trying to get a date. I'm kidding. So, I mean, and we can totally be that way in the chat room. If you guys, if you find someone that you connect with, by all means, just do not fight in my chat room if you can. Greg, I know why Jesus, his name is Yeshua, but they destroyed the Aramaic people and only a few left who speak it. Yeshua is the savior. It's the Yesod of the Kabbalah. The Yesod is the crotch chakra in the sphere by the dick in the vagina. Pardon my language. Ciao, ciao, montaña. Ciao, ciao. Okay. Yeshua is yes, you are. Yes, you are doing your homework. Yes, you are going to school. Yes, you will buy me flowers on Valentine's Day. Yes, you are. Yeshua has Ahura Mazda, the Persian god. Yeshua is Ahura, mirror, Mazda car. Mars, the blood. Now, why shouldn't you be eating chicken? You have the Christ gallery in your skull. And I've shown this so many times. I haven't seen anyone else in the truth movement break down the anatomy like me. And it's so easy to do it. I'm an hour in. Okay. And bless my chat room. Here it is. Your Krista or your Christ, your Yeshua is in your skull, honey. So you have sacred parts of your brain in your skull that relate to birds, honey. You are a bird brain, honey. It's in your skull. You're a bird brain. You need to wake up. It's the Christ gallery, honey. Galileo? Nothing going on there, huh? Kristen? I know someone named Krista. Hi. Crystal clear? A crystal. Nothing going on there, huh? Rista, a Rishi in India. Rishi is there, R-I-S-I. Wake up. Wake up. Your galley is an allegory. You thought that God was an allegory. You went too far. It's just a story. Interesting. A story is a Torah, is a Taurus field, is your store, in which it's called convenience. And now it's convenient for you to not know the connection. Your story is a store. Storage, the age of the store. Thor, take your pick. Thorn, Taurus. William is Bill, and Richard is Dick Shineri. Yes, the Zero people, the Zoroastrians. Greg, they were all non-meat eaters and astrologers. Of course they were. It blocks your ability to see things deep. Doesn't make you, listen, I can't say that eating meat is going to make you an evil person, and I don't want to go that far in a completely wretched creation now. I wouldn't say that. You're still a God figure, a reflection. You're just dimming your light. That's all. You are dimming your light. Okay, now let's just process what just happened here. They were one with yes, you are, I am, we are. What else is there to realize? Exactly. Ooh, spiritual cheese. So, Jay, what is the soul's mission on earth? The soul's mission is to not have a mission. Listen carefully. Missionary, mission of Aries. Mars and the sun there. Now, when you incarnate from a sperm, there is some kind of a mission happening. It has to transform into bones and skin and language. But then God rested on the seventh day. And then you come out. You aren't supposed to have to really do anything but exist. Did you know that? It's like this. Go into a museum, go to any statue, ancient statue, and say, hey, what's your mission? Their mission is to exist. Painting, you say, oh my God. And you spend how much money to watch it exist, but you can't exist? You have to do this. You have to do that. You have to, that's the problem. Now you sprained your ankle. Now you got a bad back. Now you're in debt. Now you pissed somebody off. You're dating someone's ex. You did too much. So, no mission. To exist is all, in my opinion, we are here for. A flower does not know what a mission is. That a flower has a mission. You see what I'm saying? To exist and grow, and then that's it. And then it rots and dies and does it again. Like you and me. We are here to do it again and do it again and be art from heaven on earth to feed her and decorate her. The reason why you feel you have to have a mission is because you have these people, the Templars, going on missions for Jesus. Remember that? The missile. Are you missing in action? MIA, to miss, mistress. Your mission is to decode the word mission and to find miss. Is Venus a female and the moon? Bars, that would be a mission. But technically, you were only here to exist. You had entities, an inverted, upside-down twin that's not quite like you, does not have all the gifts you have, because you were built on the seventh day. On the seventh day, they were built on the sixth day before you, and they're jealous of you. Hence, you feel like you need a purpose and a mission. No, you're here to exist and to learn and discover and to see everything and just let it happen and create and make babies if you want to or not. Okay, build stuff and then you go. You're not here to be on TV. You're not here to get protein, honey. You're not here to get ripped, get a job, a resume, a tie, cologne. What? An opinion. You're not here for any of that. That's all a lie. It's getting in the way of your magical kingdom. Magic has no mission. It does the magic. Thank you. Yes. Right? It's there it is. I just showed you a trick. What do you think? And then all of a sudden there you are. That's your purpose. That's your mission. Be magic, exist. You are a symbol of magic. You went from a liquid to a solid, sperm to bone. What? Calcium phosphate is what makes your concrete. Did you know that? Calcium phosphate is your bone. So how do you have osteoporosis when the cement is made of the same thing that your bone is? Where's arthritis coming from? And then a hip impingement and scar tissue that I have? Excuse me, science. It's the scientists that are making you feel like you have to have a mission because they went up in there and they gave you something extra that you didn't ask for, and now you got a little bit of an itch, and now you're a hunter and gatherer. Hunter and gatherer is your old hag. Hunter and gatherer is the hag. The old hag, you've been had. There was no hunter gatherer. That's bullshit. That's not what they called it. Hunter, me hunter. It's an excuse for you to be a meat-eating, Darwinist, ball earther, backwards, contradicting. Remember the Contra, the video game? What happened for real in the Contra with Ronald Reagan, honey? Did you contract HIV? Because you were on a mission to get some punani or some bum. Now you got sick. You were doing too much. You see where I'm going here? Your scientists are being gods, and they're giving you a mission, a purpose, a project. What is a project to sperm? It just makes it work, and it floats around. And so, that being said, when you're living in this part of the earth, you're not from here. The outer skirts you're from. The outskirts, homophobia and gender battles. How? The outskirt. You live in address. Like the Pope. Okay. When you're living in this part of the earth, where you were tricked to come here with the illusionary bullshit world. You're from the world of light. When you were brought here, they tricked you into thinking that you need data. You need to be this. You need to be that. No. It was, oh my gosh, I'm hungry. I better figure out how to go get this food and get this shit right. So I'm gonna make this bow, make this knife. You feel me? Learn how to defend myself. Learn how to ride an animal. What's that hunter-gatherer? Me monkey man, half monkey, half human. Me Darwin. Dar loser is your Darwin. Darwin. Skull and Bones bloodline, by the way. The Order of Skull and Bones book, read that book, your Darwin, yes, is related to the bloodlines of the Skull and Bones people of death. Read the book, Order of Skull and Bones. I think it's Anthony C. Sutton. I read the book. Most of you won't. But you'll read the Wall Street Journal. And you're only going to read the first page, the headlines, and go crazy because you're not intelligent. You don't dig in the newspaper. You want the headlines. The headline? Is someone sniffing your truth and making you an addict? The headline. Wake up. They're putting your head out there. They decapitated you and spread you on a noose paper. Noose. I am a genius. Hangman? You want to hang out with me, dude? Thank you. You want some hang time, bro? I'm not from, what's the hanger for your airplane? What's the hanger for your shirt, honey? What is that? It's a tetrahedron with a little question mark for your shirt. Well, fire is the tetrahedron pyramid, and your 5 platonic solids, and your coat hanger, by the salute like this, is telling you something. Your moths are all built like this, honey. Thank you, triangle. Illuminati. What's going on with your moth? What are mothballs? Now you want to kill your insects. You're killing animals. The Quran says don't do that. They're equal. The Hindus are supposed to not sacrifice them. Jesus, a shepherd. I'm showing you all this stuff. Now you're going to kill insects. Now you got the pest control guy, right? That's right. They call it raid. R-A-I-D. Raid. Who was raiding or raining on your parade, honey? Parade? Raid. Sun ray, duh. It's sun worship, but it's backwards. You haven't solar gazed or moon gazed or been barefoot in years, but you have every bit of electronic up in your ear and your bum bum. You know all the Wall Street Journal crap in the headlines. You know everything Einstein ate and all the things that he smoked, right? You know all the stuff that Abraham Lincoln was doing with his bologna and cheese. You know what damn Napoleon was doing, right? Nap. Oleon. Leo. With the nappy head, bro, is Napoleon. But you're sleeping. Nap is to sleep. Napa cabbage. The Napa Valley. I'm putting a foot so far up that assumption. Woo! It's now a chest assumption. Not an assumption. It's a chest assumption. I am a genius. I think like children. And I do a lot of light drinking. I'm a light drinker. I don't need to eat. I've hardly eaten today. If you solar gaze enough and moon gaze, and if you lie on rocks, if you understand that your body has pores, you're eating the calcium. You can absorb your food. Listen to me carefully. You're a sponge. You have pores. You've got holes in here. You sweat. So this is the only hole? Shut up. No. Lie on rocks consistently. You will be feeding yourself. You're putting the minerals literally back in that your fried stuff and your extra additives and GMOs are trying hard to do. Even your vegan food is trying really hard to do what a rock does. It exists. A rock has no mission until you give it one. You threw it at someone. But it only wanted to exist until you touched it. So the human is the problem with all these ideas and goals and projects and events to go to. But you're damaged, though. Slow down and stay home and enema flush and leave the rock alone or lie on it and stop throwing stones at a glass house. Do you understand? You can eat by absorbing. You don't have to use your mouth. This is why I can go fasting and be broke and just snack on the food I have. Because I've been doing this for years. Years. I've been earthing since I woke up. When I first woke, I said, the first thing I'm going to do, barefoot every day, at least 15 minutes. Yes. Like a G, even in the winter. Yes. Barefoot, barefoot, barefoot. I was like, And then I found out that calcium phosphate is in the cement and my bones are made of that. On the cement headstands, I was like, yeah. Okay. Look everything I'm saying up. The masses. Got your men that want to get big. They want to have lats. They want to be a V. They want to flex on you. And flex is Lex is light. To flex is the Lex Luthor. You didn't hear what I'm saying. It's Martin Luther King now. The Luther is the loot. They're looting you. They're looting you. Loot, loot, loot is your Luther. Loot her. Luther is to loot her. You are looting and robbing and raping the goddess and sacred feminine and not giving her her props. Bastards that you are in the mainstream and your pop culture. You are looting her, Luther. Lex, light, flex, Bowflex, exercise. Bow is the bull. Bowflex is BF, Federal Bureau, Facebook, best friend. Bowflex, remember that one? Playing with you. You don't need to do any of that stuff. Look at how ripped I am. I only use nature. Not one weightlifting thing here, honey. Weight bearing stuff, that's it. All stationary. I don't run. I don't jump. I don't jog. I don't spin anymore. I used to as a ballet dancer. Now I'm stationary and having lights visit me. So I'm on the next level. You fitness people that want to get flexed. And what is your lateral? What's a lat? Why do you want to get lats? Like a cobra head? You make a V for Vendetta for Venus. When you make lats, it's the Venus giving you that. The woman did that for you. Did you know that? Spiritual cheese. I'm grateful for you too, man. Check this out, Jay. I'm in what they call a project building in Brooklyn. My nigga, I dance Theater of Harlem. School of American Ballet, Lincoln Center, New York. Stand up. Yeah, they were good to me in New York. Right on, brother. Amazing. Yes. Well, Spiritual Cheese, I'm glad you found me. I love your name, but listen very carefully. So now when you project your voice, you have a video projector. Now the projects, what are they really telling you? They are buildings, holograms of your light that they're trapping you in. With a Section 8 ball? Did you eat or ate enough? Is 8 enough, the TV show? The Brooklyn is the Brook, Shields. Maritime Admiralty Law, the sea. The bank, water. Brooklyn is the waters. And they put projects because the creator projects the voice and makes buildings, humans, elephants, rich, poor, smelly, not smelly, insect. You get it? Project is the Om. The Om sound. Say Om. Those project buildings are a reflection of how the creator works, but upside down. The government is doing it upside down. Oh, I'm on fire. Ha ha. Imagine gorillas being so big on fruits and herbage, no gyms. That's right, Greg. And then we have protein powder. Protein powder. Let's look at this guy right now for a second. Because I'm from Boston, I'm going after Mark Wahlberg a lot because I'm working at a store where we sell his Wahlburgers, and I don't do burgers. Burger is the same word as murder. And eat your food, honey. No judgment here. I love you, but okay. So Mark Wahlberg, he's promoting protein. Hold on. He's also a personal trainer, and he plays golf. Did you know that? Well, of course, golf. He's a personal trainer. Did you know that? Mr. Boogie Nights. Mr. Good Vibration. The wackest hip hop song, worse than Vanilla Ice. I would actually rather hear Vanilla Ice, for real. Are you kidding me? Than Mark Wahlberg's Good Vibration song. Come on, guys. Vanilla Ice could spit. Okay, the hair, okay, the clothes, come on. But Vanilla Ice, go back and listen to him. He's spitting. It's like old school flow. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, dog. All right, anyhow. Oh my God. Okay, Mark Wahlberg is promoting protein powder. Okay, hold on. Frustrated with the prevalence of synthetic ingredients and the lack of results. Of course, your famous assholes had to get involved here. Mark Wahlberg teamed up with 25-year industry veteran Tom Dowd to create an affordable, performance-inspired nutrition powder mix. The actor's own line of fitness supplements called Marked Nutrition. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, so funny. That just made me laugh. Oh, I'm sorry. I have to pee. This is really funny. Guys, we're in trouble. Oh my God. Intermission. Before I read that shit. Oh my God. Okay, now where I work, I'm just so grateful. They play a video of Mark Wahlberg and he's working out, right? And he's okay. To his defense, he's doing it. Like he's doing pull-ups, he's roping, he's doing squats, he's on the bike. You look at him pumping and he shows his muscles. Okay. And then he mentions this powder and he's talking very seriously. He's telling you what to do when you're having inflammation, but he won't tell you what to do to be famous. He won't tell you what to do to have the money he has. He won't tell you what to do to have a burger chain. Do you understand? He won't tell you what to do to be in the place he's at right now, to be good and never broke, which means to sell out and to do stuff secretly to become a protein powder champion now. Yeah, Mark. Mark my words. I'll be right back. Okay. So this is for Mark Wahlberg. If you want your protein, get into urine therapy. Hey, Mark Wahlberg, here's what you should be promoting. So look at this guy. So this is actually really happening, and it's so cute. Can you actually just read this so we can see what we're doing? This is the protein people. Hold on, wait, it's kind of blurry. So Mark Wahlberg supplements, pain and gain, alpha. Wow, pain and gain. It's called. You know what? This lighting sucks, guys. Hold on, I'm sorry. Marked. he's marking your beast. He's a marksman. I got my pro marksman when I was in grade 9. No, younger than that. I was really good at camp. They had riflery. I was like 10. I got my pro marksman and my marksman at the age of 10. Mark, he's marking your words. Is he marking your territory? If we go to LA, are you a mark, nigga? You're a mark. I'm gonna mark you. Woo! I'm gonna murk you. Merc? Mercenaries of the Vatican? Yeah, the gangsters of the Pope? We're more gangster than your Bloods and Crips and anyone that you have in New York or Boston or wherever you're from. Is your Vatican military? Ooh, and the torture? The things they do to you if you don't bow and give me your taxes and your children secretly? Woo! Never mind drive-by shootings and protein powder, honey. So here he is. Pain and gain, marked nutrition. Wow. This guy played a porn star in Boogie Nights, guys. I mean, I can't believe this shit. This is hilarious. Mark, isn't being an actor enough? Don't you have enough money, honey? You're sexy. How many women want to sleep with you? But are you just for women? Did you do anything with men to be famous too, sweetheart? Now, someone at work told me, because I mentioned how I thought it was funny, this marking, because I look pretty good for 47. And I think me and him are the same age. And I'm starting to see he's getting that little puffy, crackly skin from protein, but he's got the muscles. So I mentioned the Mark Wahlberg thing. Silent says, bit late today. Hi, everyone. Was doing a bit of gardening. No worries. Better late than never. Bless you. So my friend at work said this. He goes, yeah, Mark. He said, Mark Wahlberg works so hard. He only spends 1 hour with his children. I said, what? He says, yeah. He says, apparently Mark works out so hard and only spends 1 hour with his children because he has to make sure that he looks great. What an asshole. That's true. Are you kidding me? You women like men like that? Wow. I'm all about children, honey. Never mind my body. I mean, yo, kid first. I gave kids crayons today at my store. We have crayons. It's great. You want some crayons? Ah, they love it. I'm like, great. Okay. Let go of your sexy protein people. You were all babies anyways. You were drinking milk, liquid milk from your mom's nipple. You weren't doing powdered and ingredients and inflammation and pull-ups and more reps and stamina. And this is good for your quads. And this is the back of your knee needs a little more work there. Notice your ear should be more developed. Your eyebrows are kind of good, but if we just did some more work, they can be thicker and sharper. Shut up, Mark Wahlbergers. Okay, hold on. So Mark Wahlberg. Let me see here. Not spending enough time. I'm gonna look this up because I don't know. Enough time with his children. Let's see, because of fitness. Oh, he's into prayer. Likes to pray. Okay. Oh, he's a Christian. He's got the cross on his forehead. Ah, wait a minute. I'm finding something even better now. Okay, so there he is. There's your little Marky Mark. He's spiritual too. Interesting. Check him out here. He has a cross on his forehead, honey. What is going on, honey? Okay. Now, I get it. Well, he's a Christian? And what was I just telling you? He's selling burgers, the burger chain, the Wahlburgers. He's not spiritual. Sorry, guys. It's hard to be spiritual. Spiritus means to breathe. When you stop the breathing of an animal and eat it, it just complicates your spirituality. You're blocking the air of the spirit of the Holy Spirit by selling beef. And here's the video. We have this video at my store. This is him. All right, now you look at him. I mean, okay. I mean, he's not that ripped, yo. I mean, if you think about it, look, he's not really. Look, come here, really look at me. I'm not trying to show off. All right? Are you kidding me? He's not that cut, honey. Are you kidding me? And he's doing, listen, if you watch the video, he's doing all kinds of shit. Dips. Look, hello. Anyways, and I'm just working out in my yard and shit, handstands, you know what I mean? Stationary. Wow. Anyhow, this is not about Mark Wahlberg. And then we have protein powder. Greg, indeed, it's simultaneously a tragedy and comedy. How beings of infinite light potential could be in such a conundrum. I know. We should never have ended up like this. X marks the spot. Yes, Raina. Greg, pain and gain. The gorilla is in fits of laughter and tears. All the gorilla's children that were lost to the pain and gain mentality. Pain and shame. Yes. Raina, I talk to lizards in my garden. Well, bless you. Reptilian brain can hear that. Kim, I've heard when the priest baptizes you and marks the sign of the cross on your forehead is actually closing the third eye. Yes. Silent. Raina, lusted, you rock. It's true. Now, what is the cross? You didn't hear me. I teach this in dance. It's geometry. Look very carefully. It makes a cube, honey. It's a folded out cube. You know that. Hi. Why do my arms want to do this shit? Did Mark teach you that? Look at all the cubes I can make. And three-dimensional. And back at myself. What are you talking about, Jay? Who's the Elohim? L. You have it in your anatomy. I just blew your mind. Breakdancing and pop locking, what are you doing? No, that's the truth. The hexahedron is Earth in the 5 Platonic Mark Wahlberg solids on the forehead. So he's hexing his third eye, which is fine if you're going upside down. Then we go to school, the mortarboard, the square, again, a hexahedron, it's Earth in geometry, look it up. They put the board, the square, on your head, where the Most High, telling you, good job, but they are blocking your light, and you're accepting it, because now you're going to get a job. No, you're in student loan debt. You'll be suicidal, end up having kids, or changing your gender and taking medications that will cause your butt cheeks to grow nipples. And you have a master's in fine arts, but there you are. You're a bartender. No problem. Because you can't afford to get into a school because you're student loan debt. And you weren't in a fraternity. You didn't join the club. Wow. That's the majority of your life. And we think that we're woke. We have a lot of work to do. Are you kidding me? I told you I gave birth to a Brahmin, a Brahma out of my stomach. And then tonight it was flying around. You saw it, the ghost, the Holy Ghost. So a message to your Pope, the P-O-P to the E. I know what the Holy Ghost is. And it is not you. It's not in protein. It's not in symbols. It's not in Ash Wednesday. It's not in tattoos, honey. It's not in chakra petals. It's not in having a poster. It's not in doing yoga or Pilates. It's not in reading a book or on a certain day, Saturday, Sunday, all of a sudden now, this day. No, 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 no. Mira, is there every day with you, the ghost, because you are a ghost. How do I know that? A human is an avatar of a human of you, avatar of the sun, really, and the moon. When a human dies, that avatar is gone, but you're still here. Did you hear me? Head, 2 arms, 2 legs, 5 points of a star, is dead now, but you're still there, hence you're the ghost. Okay, your ancestors who died, whatever, and now we're here. We're living ghosts of them. Duh, because they were once walking around here. And they still kind of are. You just can't see them. And your Vatican doesn't want you to know that. So they gave you a white Jesus. They gave you an Allah. They gave you a Buddha. They gave you a Krishna. They gave you a Vishnu that was not translated correctly. Translate, transgender, late. To die is to be late. Tri is 3. Trimurti, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. Your tri-star pictures is your tricep. I put it all together because you all want to be division. Why in division? It's 2 dots in a line. You ever ask questions? You math people, never mind math. The symbols of math. The X, timing. X, right? The skull and bones of death thing that you see, the X-Men. 24th letter in the alphabet is 2 and 4. It's the X in math. That's numerology. Now, the X was a letter as well. The minus and plus, but then the division sign is 2 dots in a flat plane. Does it say plane-et? Plane means flat. With 2 dots, Jay? To divide? Where you going, bro? Heaven and hell. You're in the Midgard, honey. They're showing you that division. When you acknowledge life and death, black and white, better or worse, gay and straight, broke or rich, you're dividing, you understand me, from your heaven and your hell. You are all of the worlds, dumbasses. Just because you're in the middle and safe with a dome around you doesn't mean that you aren't demonic and angelic. You're both. But division is breaking you down and taking it in parts so you can't see your demon side. So you make poor choices and think it's okay. You can't see your angel side, which makes you flaky and then kind of dumb and airheady. You get in trouble because you were a little bit too nice and positive and floating around and shit. So division is splitting your energies. You have to alchemize heaven and hell. The 2 dots with the flat plane, you are all of them, honey. There is no division. Because even when you're divided, the vibration from hell is hitting the dirt to give it a root, to give it a human, a root canal. The Panama root canal. Is it going to pan out? The vibration must be sent from below for the dirt to have an energy and color to make different color flowers now and different kinds of you and me. Now the heavens above, you're in the middle. It shines down on you to help also add to your arteries, your blood, your language. You're a puppet now, and stars are doing that to you. But they're doing it together, dumbasses. Heaven and hell. Heaven clashing. What is the clash of the titans, honey? It's okay. Let it go, honey. It's not going to be good enough to, well, that's evil and that's good. It's both, dumbass. The truth movement, really bad at that. That's bad. That's good. If you do that, you're not woke. and they've got you so good. They've got you so good. Shh. It's all of it, honey. Hence why you should stop and promote existing only. Promote us existing. For example, I'm a potter. I'm making pottery, smoking pot. I make a statue. Great. The statue, stationary. Once again, station of Aries. Stationary, like the earth, honey. Shh. I make it. What's the purpose and the mission of the statue? To be there and exist until someone sees it and say, "Oh my God, that's brilliant. You should make money." Now we're doing too much. You see where I'm going? That's your religion. That's your truth movement. That's your science. Oh my God, is that asshole right there, the one who's overstimulated, is going to get you in trouble. This so happens, though, the one who's overstimulated is very popular today. No one else seems to matter. If someone is just kind of chill and can absorb it and alchemize it, they're seen as weird and strange. Silent, that is so correct. Silent. Where are you, Reina? I am in Victoria. Victor. Sol Invictus. Vicks Vapo Rub. Venus. Victorious. Toria. Taurus. Tortoise. Victoria is not what you think it is. I'm not from Boston. You're not from Australia, actually. Okay, I would say where you're actually from, when you decode the name of where you think you're from to astrology, then you actually are acknowledging where you are from. I'm going to say it again. So I was born in Boston, Massachusetts. Boss, Taurus. Cambridge. Kamadeva, the Cupid guy in Hinduism that Shiva burned with his third eye and killed him because the annoying bastard kept on trying to make him fall in love and was disrupting his meditation. That's where Valentine's Day comes from. Cupid getting burned to death by the god of death. Kamadeva is your Cambridge. Decode where you're from, and you'll see where you're really from. You are from Toria, Taurus. You're all Tauruses. Doesn't matter what sign you are. You're a Taurus field. Beautiful. But of course, acknowledge your culture. If you eat protein, it's very hard for you to really back up the world in which you call it spiritual. See, what makes me upset about the whole spiritual thing is that now it's like going to the bathroom. I'm just going to go in there, I'm just going to dump in there, I'm going to pee there, I'm going to dump it there. I'm going to try that stall. This one's broken, I'm going to go here now. It's not a game. Spirituality is the art of keeping your breathing going. Because spiritus, it just means the breath of God. Even an atheist has that. So what is spiritual? An X, a cross in your forehead, prayer, beads. I don't do any of that stuff, and I have light and miracles visiting me, and I'm viral on TikTok now. God is now viral. I'm the first one to make God viral. Did you all know that on TikTok? Well, the first one. Jay, come on, Jay. But yeah, it's below. And if you want a name reading, your first birth name, donate whatever you can afford below. I'll get it done and decode your name so you can know who you really are and where you're really from. You are not from where you were born at all. Acknowledge that, yes. However, you are not from where you were born. You fell there from a star system and a hell system. And they were fire and brimstoning to make you. Demons and angels had to work together roll the dice to make you in the middle of the earth. It just so happens that now there's some jealousy and they don't like us because we were also naughty to the demons. We did some bad things to them. We cheated. In all your mythologies, cheating happens quite often to beat these damn demons. They're so hard to freaking beat that even Krishna has to cheat. In the Mahabharata, of course he does. He's like, no, don't cheat. I'll never grab a weapon. Just you go do it. Then what does he do? He gets mad, grabs a weapon, and like, dude, you said you wouldn't do that. Every one of your stories, there's a way to contradict it. There's a way for me to find a hole and say, but wait a minute, why did he do this? And then there's a way for you to say no, but then he says that. For example, in the Bible, it says, I have given you all these fruits to eat. And berries is a Bible verse. But then is a Bible verse that says, you can only eat the animal that chews its cud. So it's telling you it's okay to eat a cow. But then it's telling you I have given you fruits and berries only. Look this up. Why? So you can have a vegan dumbass movement and a meat-eating dumbass movement. I'm not damning either side. I can be dumb too. Dumb is om. All is om, honey. Do you understand me? The Bible is about division in sections. Dotting you, and flattening you. And there you are. You don't even read the whole thing. It is conveniently making it comfortable for you to be a meat eater and a ball earther. Pardon me, a meat eater and a vegan. Or a flat earther and a ball earther. What? It's called black and white. Well, who started that? Was the Freemasons do anything there in your Bible? Who are way better versed in numerology and astrology than most of you who think you're woke, by the way. The Illuminati, they know it better than you. You're going to wake up real quick. They know your astrology better than you. Real shit. Okay? So know your enemy and be careful with just calling them evil. Because they know your shit. They know rituals, magic, when to do it. They're doing it right now while we're talking this trash. Silent. I have many spiritual friends here that I do. I can see them, but I can hear them. And yes, I talk to them also. Scouts Honor. Sure. Greg, the Bee Gees, Massachusetts tune. Although Bee Gees, most likely part of the occult. Of course, the Bee Gees. The Bee Gees is the Bhagavad Gita. It's B and G. Did you hear me? It's Bhagavad Gita letters. Jay, what is that in ancient India? Right? The story of Krishna and Arjuna having to go and kill his damn evil family. BG is a code. Of course it is. You can tell by the way I did not that. I'm the latest man. What's going on there? Ha, 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 ha. Staying alive. Staying alive. Did you hear me? Staying alive. Who's dying? Someone in trouble? You look at your world today, a lot of us are dying early from that side effects. Oh yeah, if you research it, yeah. It's convenient your death now because science gave you something extra, but you see science as God and protein as God, that you missed it. Now it's too late and now you're dead. When it could have been prevented if you said no to science. Accept your limp. Do not get a fake hip. False hips, they're cracking and breaking titanium and polluting blood now. Did you hear this? I have a bad hip. Well, I'll be limping, no problem, before I go and get the needles and extra body parts and AI and Mork and Mindy in my testicles. Okay. Decode BGs. Apparently they were part of the occult. And that's why we got to be wise and decode. Okay, so BG. G is 7. B is the number 2. Did you hear what I said to you? The BGs. G is a 7. B is a 2. It is 2 7s maybe. But 14 is 5. Or 2 and 7 is 7, 8, 9. 9, said Hitler, is no in German. Are you germophobic? You a germaphobe? Germanium is an element in the periodic table that means Germany. Did you know that the Germans are an element and so are you? Now, 2 and 7 is 9. The Navagraha is 9 gods. Do the math. Navajo, Nava means 9. Why? This number, very powerful number. Nove, Italian, means 9. Nove, Nova, supernova, even Scotia, or Scota, the daughter of Akhenaten, where Scotland and Scotia came from. Her name was Scooter. Your Scooter? Who is Scooter Libby? I'm a genius. The Scooter today? Nova Scotia was the daughter of Akhenaten. Look it up. Her name was Scooter or Scota. Scrotum, S-C-O-T-A. Back to your Bee Gees now. What tribe are they in? Did they call Quest? They put a Q-tip in your Fife dog. Is 5 is Fife, the rapper now. What tribe are the Bee Gees in? Did they call the Quest for fire? Questlove, the Roots, the drummer, Questlove? What's going on there? What tribe are they in? Staying alive, staying alive. Here's what I think is happening there. If you know your Hindu mythology, if you know the Bhagavad Gita, the BG, the B and the G, you will know that an evil family has to get dealt with by the so-called good family, in which they would have to stay alive in order to do so. Maybe song is a code acknowledging the bloodline of that family that was so-called killed are still here, and they're upset, and they're poisoning you with fast food, religions, remixing your science, giving you a ball earth, staying alive, because you wanted to kill them all because they were evil. That's a theory. But my God, people, I'm telling you, I'm sure I'm right. It means that your demons aren't dead. It means the bad people are still here. You can see the behavior. Look at your world today. It is not where we should be. You know that. Okay? What do you think about my decoding the Bee Gees, Mr. Banastis? Staying alive, huh? Could be nice try. You tried to kill off the demons, huh? We still here. Staying alive, staying alive. Living in the ghetto can be hard, right? Living in an impoverished area can be hard, right? Having a negative upbringing can be staying alive. Bee Gees. You want to be a G cuz? The G code, the G spot, the Anunnaki, the anus, honey. BG. Got you right there. The Freemasonic G, honey, is 7. They live movie. They live movie. Okay? When you move your bowels, you're making a movie. Did you know that? I meant smoothie. When you move your bowels, you're making a movie. Did you know that? The movie came from your bowel movement. Think about it. The process of all that stuff becoming doo-doo. You never see it, and it comes out, you're like, gross. It's a damn movie, honey, if you could see it. Aleister Crowley was influencing most of these Of course, Aleister Crowley was the beast. He was Dr. Pepper. The black one. Sergeant Pepper apparently is acknowledging him on the cover of that freaking album of the Beatles or the Scarabs of Egypt. You better wake up. Everyone loves the Beatles. Listen, it was, I would give it. They were very talented. No problem. Yes, I'm smelling my balls. Leave me alone. I'm a Taurus. It's my bulls. And they smell good. I haven't showered in a month. I smell fantastic. I do. I use urine. It's great. Now, relax. It removes warts from your feet, the urine. Relax. They were all drugged heavily. MK Ultra, of course. All of your little rock stars, the Beatles, John Lennon. John Lennon was innocent. Really. He supported the Black Panthers, who gave you a free breakfast. What did the Black Panthers give you for breakfast, by the way, in the ghetto? Bacon, eggs, ham, processed Wonder Bread. They gave you shitty ass food. They didn't give you no vegan options. They didn't give you apples and fruit and raw. No, they fried it up for you. Gave you some grits. Remember that? The Black Power niggas also poisoned you. And your Black Panthers were working for the FBI. I read a book on them too. It's okay, guys. It's totally whatever. I don't care. Let that shit go, honey. Anyways. The Beatles. Oh, they're so great. But what were they doing to your brain, honey? Strawberry fields. Nothing is real. Nothing to complain about. I had a buddy of mine who thought that was a Zen Buddhist song because they were saying it's all an illusion. Strawberry is red, is blood sacrifice. And the Beatles, on their Yesterday album, on the back of it, you see them holding little babies that are all chopped up and bleeding, wearing butcher suits. And it's called performance art. Oh, they're experimenting with art. It was fine. They changed the cover. Oh, did they really? Why would they even play around with having a bunch of babies that were all broken and chopped up with blood, wearing an apron like they're in a butcher shop, if they weren't getting down with something else, honey? But you see, the devil is so arrogant because he knows he can stimulate you. He can stimulate you to be distracted by the stimulation and then put the truth right in your damn face, and you still can't believe it and see it. That's called being a genius, actually. I got to give our demons, give it up for them. It's our issue now. Are you kidding me? Go look at all the stuff. It's all there. All the signs are there. But they're so good at music or sports or politics or history or science that they put all these signs in your face. All this shit's going on and it's just performance art. Oh, it was a phase. Oh, it's nothing. You're over-exaggerating. That's a conspiracy. So you excuse them. Interesting. Now, but if it's me, and you see me walking around the city with a bunch of babies with their heads chopped off and bleeding, with a butcher shop, with a butcher apron on, I'm walking around with the Beatles. Wouldn't you be like, this guy's, whoa, what's going on here? Is that performance art? What if I said it's, yeah, man, this is performance art. You'd be like, no, something wrong with you. Oh, you're supporting the murder of babies. This is an abortion conversation now? It's not funny. Ted. Mark Wahlberg had a movie now called TED Talks. Watch out. Watch me cook this with no animals, honey. I'm not from here. I'm going to blow your mind. Abort Ted. There's Ted, teddy bear. There's your Mark Wahlberg, protein guy, talking to a stuffed animal. Stuff. Snuff film? Shh. Kids are associated with teddy bear. Abort Ted. TED Talks. TALX, though. Notice the X is in there. 24th letter. 2 and 4 is your 666 for your carbon 12. Protons, electrons, and neutrons. TED Talks. Ted. Ted Bundy. Teddy bear. What's going on there? Teddy bear is tuberculosis, TB letters. Did you know that? You didn't know that? Yeah. They're dancing with your viruses. They're so good at stimulating you. They are poisoning you while they're doing it, and you're accepting it. And that's all that's going on. Even those who are woke are also doing that dumb shit too. It's called Illuminati agent. It's a man. It's just flat. I'm a vegan. I'm an astrologer. You guys are just only one thing, all of you. You mess up there. Shame. The black people were here first. Shut up. The oldest pyramid, if you want to get the oldest pyramid, is in New Grange, Ireland. The white people got you there, Egypt. New Grange. Look at it. It's a beautiful stupa pyramid. The oldest one is in New Grange, apparently. I'm half Irish. I don't care. This is the problem with the whole, we were here first, and yeah, man, and my bloodline. What, your bloodline? Why is it your bloodline? You don't own blood, bitch. Mars does. Mars is the red star. Well, what makes Mars, honey? That would be Shiva, Brahma, and Vishnu. They're not stars. They're not planets. They're an energy that you can harness, like a Jesus or a Christ or an Allah. They're energy. Buddha is Sanskrit for Mercury, Budha. Look the shit up. So then what is the morning star? Revelations 22:16. Jesus calls himself the morning star, like Buddha, Budha in Sanskrit means Mercury. So what is Buddhism? Astrology. But you go to Buddhism, you go to Buddhists, they won't even know that. They'll be like, what? What? No. There's nothing. It's empty. Strawberry fields. Strawberry fields is the red carpet of blood sacrifice. You know what a strawberry is a symbol of, probably? You want to get into it? What does it look like to you? A tongue? I'm not playing games, honey. Whose tongue is red? Kali. Look at a strawberry. Look at it. I'm just theorizing, but you think your little devil worshippers like to cut off tongues and put it in code and put it in your brilliant album there that you didn't know, and then here I am decoding it, and you're calling me crazy because it's your favorite band, your favorite actor or actress or scientist or athlete or prime minister or president. Wake up, people. You're better than this, honey. But forgive them. I'm going to end my video here. Oh, we got Benny Breaks up in here. Hold on, wait a minute. 6:42 in the morning, UK. God bless the UK. What up, Greg J? Thank you for being alive and speaking out what we keep inside. I love how you said that, Greg. Rasha, strawberry is a bleeding heart. Sure. Why not? Now, you know that hearts are used, or tongues. Have you ever seen the size of a cow tongue? I'll never forget, I've even saying it like I'm getting like goosebumps, like not good. I'll never forget where I used to work. I had some customer, he's dumped something on my counter as a cashier. I'm like, I could feel the weight. I picked it up. It's a tongue of a cow. It was this big. And I'm like, why? What are you getting from this? Now, chicken hearts are also being sold for soup. The heart of a chicken. Do the math. Strawberry, what Russia said or what I said. Take your pick. If they're doing it with animals, honey, with the heart and the tongue, what do you think your kids and the missing children? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. I'm just telling you, honey. And then they put it in a song for you and mock you because they're evil. And they're supposed to do that. But you're not supposed to not know that. That's all. And a lot of you are just blowing it by saying Illuminati and you're right, they're wrong. There is no rights and wrongs, honey. What you're dealing with is an infinite demon that can't be killed. It is supposed to be here to challenge you. Think about it. Why do you have a challenger in your chess game? You gotta verse somebody. Verse? Venus. Versus? Venus and Saturn is V and S, honey. It's the Libra shit. Saturn exalts where Libra rules. Part where Venus rules in Libra is your versus someone. Verse, you're spitting a verse. That's Venus and Saturn worship. You better be careful with your bars, rapper. Your rock star. If you're a Beethoven person. You understand me? All right, 2 hours is long enough. Thank you for my chat room. Rewind it. and be clear with what you are. I have no problem, by the way, with you doing what you want to do. But don't call yourself spiritual or a title if you're eating something. Thank you for the hearts. If you're eating something that your own book tells you is sacred. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Shiva Shakti, Om. All life, Om, Ram, Reem, Ram, Saha, Suya, Yanamaha, Om, Chandra, Yanama, Om, Ahum, Vajra Guru, Pedma Siddhi, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Hallelujah, Allahu Akbar, Shalom. And I'm going to leave you with this video once again to show you what the Holy Ghost is. I dedicate that to, once again, animals that get kidnapped for protein and eaten for food. Where if it was someone's child who was a human, you'd call the police if they were kidnapped and turned into food. I dedicate that to also missing children, rape victims, sexually abused children, mental health issues, high blood pressure, the #1 killer today. Okay? I'm not going to read your comments because of all the rude ones. And that's totally cool. Rudra relates to Shiva. That's why you're rude, the god of death in India. But those comments that are loving and supporting, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. The UFO, I've given birth to what you call an alien, honey. Area 51, step it up, honey. It's Las Vegas stuff. Yeah, the Alien movie, Sigourney Weaver, all that crap. All that shit, guys. Battlestar Galactica, Star Wars, Harry Potter. I'm doing all of it, honey. It's our time, honey. It's our time, honey. Yes, Benny Breaks. I uploaded it. More things. Okay, so 2 of them appeared early in the video. I was talking, and it went on this side of my head, and then it went down the left side like a little. I've given birth to something that can't be killed. So what I'm saying is, Joe Rogan, step it up, guys. Alex Jones, cute. You guys, where are you going to go? I'm the next level, because you are the next level. And share this, it was fire. Oh, pardon me, you atheists, nothing. I didn't give my prayer for my atheists. Beep, flatline. Okay, but once again, share these videos to people who are so adamant, because we're here to get it clear and get it done. We are bodies of light. There's nothing the government can do about it. I'm in Sydney. Thank you for letting me know, Reina. Sydney is your kidney, honey.